Since till now we have studied about the acids, right? So what happens when acids react with a when come in contact with the moisture? In the same way, what happens when moisture come in contact with the bases? So sodium hydroxide NaOH, this is a solid, okay, solid NaOH. Now when it is come in contact with the moisture, it releases the ions like sodium, Na plus and OH minus ions. So what happens when these bases are dissolved in the water? So it will produce Na plus and OH minus ions. Let's take some other examples. KOH, potassium hydroxide, solid. Okay, solid when come in contact with the moisture, so it will release K plus, that is a liquid or aqueous, and OH minus ions, that is also a aqueous. Okay, we'll take another example. Magnesium hydroxide, MgOH twice. This is also solid. It is come in contact with the moisture, so it will produce Mg2 plus ions, that is aqueous ions, and 2 OH minus ions. Okay, this is also aqueous. So by this we can say that OH minus ions are produced, right? Bases generate hydroxide ions, that is OH minus ions in the water. So bases which are soluble in the water are called as alkalis. Yava bases water jote combine adaga, so it will release the ions. Okay, yavadu soluble agutto, they are called as alkalis. So they are called as alkalis. Alkaline antanu karitare, alkalis antanu karitare. When the bases reacts, or when the bases dissolves, when the bases are dissolved in the water, they are called as alkalis. So all the bases do not dissolve in the water. So in an alkali, it is a base that dissolves in the water. They are soapy to touch. Soapy to touch means when you touch the soap, what you will feel? So you will feel a slime, right? Solpa slime agirbodu, solpa jaro tara agirbodu, you will feel that. And these bases are bitter in taste and they are very corrosive. Okay, and you should never taste or touch them, as they may cause the harm. So so which of these so here all the bases which I have given examples is alkalis, NaOH, KOH, magnesium hydroxide. These are all reacted or soluble in the water, hence they are called as alkalis. Now let us see what happens when acids reacts with the bases. You all very well know about this. When acids react with the bases, it will give salt and water. It will give salt and water. Let's write the general formula for this. HX plus MOH gives rise to, this will react with the M, that is MX and HOH. So this H will react with this OH. Okay, HOH. So how can you write? Your HX means, your HOH means H2O, right? 2H and O, MX. So here H plus and OH minus is common, right? So bases means OH minus is common. Acids means H plus is common. So H and OH minus will combine to produce water. And the remaining is, so here chlorine or some sulfate or nitrate of the acid, and here the some metal, M means metal, and some of the non-metal will combine to produce the salt, right? MX means any metal salt. So I'll write one example. HCl. HCl is the acid, right? So for base we'll take sodium hydroxide, NaOH. So here H and OH will combine to produce water. It will produce water, H2O. And what is remaining? So this is a sodium is a metal and the chlorine is a non-metal, right? It will combine to form NaCl. Okay, so it is a reaction of an acid and a base. When acid and a base reacts, it will produce salt and the water. So here H plus ions and here OH minus ions is produced. So this will together form the water. Okay, so this is about reactions of what happens when acids react with the water, and what happens when bases reacts with the water, and what happens when acids react with the bases. So this you have to practice. Friends, there is one more activity here. So you have to take 10 ml of water in a beaker, and you have to add few drops of sulfuric acid, okay, and you have to stir it beaker slowly. So if you touch the base of the beaker, so what happens, the temperature, you can find there is a slight change in the temperature. So students, you know that exothermic and endothermic reactions, right? If in any reaction heat is released, that is called as exothermic. If heat is utilized for the reaction, that is called as endothermic. So in case of this, heat is releasing, right? Heat is producing. So we can call it as exothermic reactions. So maybe you might have seen this kind of signs which is using in some laboratories, right? So it shows the warning sign displayed on the containers containing concentrated acids and bases. Okay, ಈ ತರ ಏನಾದ್ರೂ ಸಿಗ್ನಲ್ ಇತ್ತು, ಈ ತರ ಸೈನ್ ಏನಾದ್ರೂ ಇತ್ತು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ it indicates that the solution or the container which is containing concentrated acid or a base. So the process of dissolving an acid or a base in the water is highly exothermic. Whether you add acid to the water or base to the water, it will definitely produce the heat. Hence we can call it as a exothermic reaction. So care must be taken while mixing this concentrated nitric acid or sulfuric acid with the water. So we should never add water to the acid. Okay, ನಾವು ಯಾವತ್ತು acid ಗೆ water ನ ಹಾಕಬಾರದು, because so ಅದು ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಗೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಮೇ ಬಿ ಆಸಿಡ್ ಇರುವಂತ ಆಸಿಡ್ ಡ್ರಾಪ್ಸ್ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಸೊ ನಮ್ಮ ಕೈಗಾಗಿರ್ಬೋದು ಅಥವಾ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರುವಾಗಾಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಏನಾದ್ರು ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಕ್ಲಾತ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಫ್ಲೋರ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಹಾಳಾಗುತ್ತೆ. So that's why what we have to do is we have to add acid to the water. ನಾವು acid ನ water ಗೆ add ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ. So the acid must always be added slowly to the water with a constant stirring. You have to stir this mixture. So if water is added to a concentrated acid, the heat generated may cause the mixture to splash out and cause the burning. So sudden ಆಗಿ ಏನಾದ್ರು ನಾವು ಹಾಕಕ್ ಹೋದಾಗ, so glass ಏನಿತ್ತು, glass containers, it may splash out and causes the burning. So the glass container may also break due to excessive local heating. So heating agodrinda, so as I told, so when acid and a base reacts with the water, it will produce the heat, right? So due to that, there may be a chances of breaking of the glass. So we should look out for the warning signs shown here. So on the can of a concentrated sulfuric acid and on the bottles of some sodium hydroxide pellets, they will mention this symbol. Mixing an acid or a base with the water results in the decrease in the concentration of the ions. So ನಾವು ಈಗ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಆಸಿಡ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಆಸಿಡ್ ನ ವಾಟರ್ ಗೆ ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡೋದಾಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಬೇಸಸ್ ನ ವಾಟರ್ ಗೆ ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡೋದ್ರಿಂದ, so the concentration of the ions will decrease per unit volume. So such a process is called as dilution. So dilution ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಆಸಿಡ್ ಗೆ ನಾವು ವಾಟರ್ ನ ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರೆ, so ಆಸಿಡ್ ಕಾನ್ಸಂಟ್ರೇಷನ್ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. Because you know that water nothing but H2O, right? When it splits, it will become H plus and the OH minus ions. So it will become diluted. So and acids or the bases are said to be diluted. ನಮ್ಗೇನಾದ್ರೂ ಇವಾಗ ಕಾನ್ಸಂಟ್ರೇಷನ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇದೆ ಅಂತಂದಾಗ, ಈಗ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಮುಟ್ಟಿದ್ರೆ ಇದಾಗ್ತಿದೆ ಅಂದಾಗ, ಸೊ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಟಚ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಇದು ಡ್ಯಾಮೇಜ್ ಆಗೋ ಚಾನ್ಸಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. So if we want to use it for other purposes, we can dilute it by adding the water. So this is about the topic. I hope all of you have understood. Thank you.